Hey, check it out, everybody. It's Phil from New York Rocks, and we're still rocking here at the New Jersey, New York Kiss Expo 2016. And here's a new friend. Well, he's not so new, but we're a few years now. We've acquainted each other. Yeah. Tell everybody what's your name and where you're from, and let's get that going first. Go ahead.
My name is Kenny Begley. Yeah. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Okay. Now, you've been a Kiss fan for how many years?
For 40 years this year.
40 years.
Since I was 5 years old, Destroyer just sucked me in.
But you're like one of the ultimate Kiss fans. And being an ultimate Kiss fan is just not all about the tattoos, which you have, many of them. We're going to talk about that.
I was like 42. So
really?
42, 43 years old, yeah. So just a couple years ago.
Okay. So let's talk about the tattoos since you brought them up. Now, you have all the autographs on your arm, the actual autographs from the first one you got was what? Gene Simmons, right?
Gene Simmons in Las Vegas at the Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp.
Cool.
Once I got that, is what they say is that they get addictive.
Yeah.
It's true.
So what came first, the autographs on the arms or the actual logos? Because you can see he has the logos too.
What I did when I was in Vegas, I had Gene sign my arm, and then I put his icon next to it.
Right.
And when I got back to Indianapolis, I went ahead and done the other three icons. They have all four icons and the Kiss Army logo on my wrist.
Right.
So once I started meeting the guys individually, I started having them all signed by their icons, and even made one on my wrist for Ace. And I got the Shakara for memory of Eric Carr, and had Bruce sign up up on top of that. And then I had the photos of Gene and Ace, or I'm sorry, not Gene, Ace, Gene and Paul on my other side, and had them sign them as well. So it's just ultimate memorabilia for me. So.
Okay. Was there any particular order that you wanted to do it in? Did you want to get Gene first, Paul, and then
it's kind of just first come, first serve, basically.
Cool.
Whoever I seen first was, the order of
mine. How about the Kiss Army? Talk about that tattoo. But was that before all the other autographs with the things that you had?
When I got the icons done. When I got the icons done, I put the Kiss Army logo on there just to kind of cap my wrist or the whole arm, and then I started getting it filled in with the autographs.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Now I know that you've been going to all these expos, and you're from Indianapolis, and you're a big part of that, right?
Yep.
But how many expos have you been to, and where did it all start with the going to the expos and doing all that?
For me, I was a late starter because I never was into the internet or reading newspapers and all that, so I didn't start till my first expo was 2010. So that was my first one, and I've been every one since, and I'm here in New Jersey, which is a 12-hour drive from Indianapolis.
And you came here. You came
when you start meeting all these people, you consider them family, and it's one of those things where I come here to meet people more than I do the band members. You know what I mean? There's just so much family, and I consider them family. So
you brought your stepson with you too,
yes,
and your friend Bob, right?
Yep, and Bob.
They're both down here.
Yep. if you haven't heard him yet, then you will eventually today. So he's the guy with the long hair, and the one that will dominate the room when he comes in with his voice. He's
quite a character.
Love him.
Oh man! And your son's a very nice guy. Come on over, just say hello. Come on, man. Say hello to everybody. You guys are great guys.
This is Chris.
These guys, Chris. Hey, Chris.
Hello.
Man, we love your dad, man.
He's pretty all right.
Yeah. He's pretty. This. What is that?
Crazy a little bit, I think. I don't know.
Good answer. Yeah, you see how respectful he is. He didn't have to say anything. He's a good kid, man. He's a good guy. Well, that's great, man.
I love him like a son. So
I love to have you guys come down anytime. You're more than welcome to come stay with me.
I appreciate that.
I had a blast.
You're very hospitable, so I really appreciate that.
It's so great to have some guys.
Of Manhattan, it was awesome again. Even though it was raining,
it
was still awesome just to hang out with you and see Manhattan again. And for the first time, Chris got to see it.
We got the tour of Manhattan.
We didn't have to ask 25 questions or anything like that.
Right.
Basically, get just be pushed away from people that don't want to hear from tourists.
Right.
And
you always have to, when you visit New York, you always have to give respect to the memorial, which you guys did, and it was very important, and it meant a lot to me that you asked me to bring you down to the 911 memorial to check that out. And that was really cool.
You can never forget, and if we're there, it's definitely something that's going to be on one of the top things.
We were running back to get the ferry, and it was raining. But you know, it was all worth it because, you know, for whatever they did for us and the sacrifices they do to first responders, that's nothing, you know, to give them a little respect, no matter what kind of weather, whatever.
New York City did a great job on memorializing all them people that basically
participated in that.
Don't get to see another day because of some, you know, unfortunate accident or not accident, incident that happened, and it's just nuts. But yeah,
I want to tell the people how we got acquainted together when we were in Manhattan and we were on the Jimmy Fallon show. Remember?
Fallon show, yes.
Yeah, and
thanks to Keith LaRue.
Did you ever think? Yeah, Keith LaRue. We got to give a shout out to him.
Yep.
And Phil down here, Phil Dilly. He's running the Expo over here with a couple of the other guys. I want to thank them for inviting me and having you guys come down.
Yes.
You know, because without them, this Expo wouldn't exist.
No, it wouldn't.
So they put a lot of work into this.
Yeah.
You know, Russell and all those guys. You know,
I'm a fan
They're
of this
all behind
Expo.
the scenes. You know, it's all behind the scenes guys. You know,
this one's a great Expo. I go to the Indianapolis Expo where there's, you know, Eric and Bruce have been there several times, but you get Gene and Paul and.
Right.
You know, so many others that have come there.
That's a very strong expo.
But
it has a big
good
foundation.
Very comparable, so they did a good job on this one. I like it.
We've been having conventions, KISS conventions in New York, New Jersey, but I can remember since like the early 90s.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So many different, you know, aspects of all different people were involved with different, you know, guys that ran the expos.
Yes.
So, you know, they kept it alive and kept it going. And that's what's so great about KISS. It's like within any other band that's out there, even the Beatles, we always have this big fan base, KISS Army, but it's like a family.
Yep.
It's more than an army. It's like a big family, right?
It holds true to a lot of the KISS Army is family. You know what I mean? And we are one is really my thinking when it comes to seeing so many different people from all over the world. I mean, I've ran into a buddy of mine from Indonesia that he came to this expo from Indonesia, and Pasquale from Canada. And no one from Indonesia, and you know, just so many people drive hours or fly for a day. You know,
it's just a special connection. Everybody gets like a really special connection
like a family
together.
reunion that is, you know, put on by these people that put
and
these
we have
expos
to
together.
give thanks to the internet too, man. The internet
has
opened those doors.
That's what's opened up a lot of the doors for me. Yes, it is.
Right?
Yes, it is. Yes,
cool.
it is. So that's one of those things I look forward to, and you know, I work all the time, and it just I got something really to look forward to outside of family related things. You know what I mean?
Have a passion for
just
something,
a passion,
and you know that's what keeps you going. You know,
and with
gives
KISS,
you the will
to train still going full throttle right
to
now.
go
I'm on that. I'm on that train. You know what I mean? So whatever's going on with KISS, I'll try to be there in any way I can.
This is like a healthy addiction. You know, there's bad addictions and there's good addictions. This could be.
Drugs. I do have a drink now and then, but I can make a 6-pack last me for 6 months. So that's how much I drink. So last night I think I drank about 4 or 5 beers, and I was good to go.
That's why I love doing what I'm doing, because you know this is what you could do with yourself in your life. You put all your energies and to do something positive in a positive direction in life, and don't dwell on the negative. And you know what I mean? Don't expect that it's going to happen right away. But if you work hard, you can get there, right?
Exactly.
Just what KISS did.
I'm a KISS collector, but that don't make me any bigger fan than anybody else. It's all about the music, always has been. I like looking at all the things that I've acquired, and you know, it's just one of those things where I don't care if you own a KISS card or a signature. You're just as much a fan as me as far as I'm concerned. So it's just one of those things where it's not for everybody on the collecting part. So. But don't make you any less of a fan, and
it's a good
more
way
of a fan,
to put it. That's a good way to put it. Because it doesn't matter with the tattoos and all that, but it's nice because it shows that you're in it. You're in it for life. Just like with New York Rocks, I put the tattoo of mine on New York Rocks with the bridge.
Yeah, and that's
because
your passion.
Hey, that's my passion. That's my thing. That's what, you know, my baby. Just like what Gene and Paul went through. They went through a lot of years, and it took them a very long time to get where they worked very hard to get where they've gone right now. Exactly. You know what I mean? So you gotta always remember that in the back of your mind.
All they care about is the money, and that's not true. I mean, they have enough money to just go away. Yeah. But they're here for the fans. Right. They you know, they might have a bad day or something as in the point of view of a fan.
People.
No, we're not. You have a bad day, and don't interrupt them at dinner or. and while they're shaking their wheelie off in the urinal, you wait for that moment.
Well, if one of us by mistake we interrupt them and we don't really mean it, don't get mad at us, please, because we love you guys so much. We love you. We're all here for you. We're behind you. We're always behind you. Exactly. Don't think the fans aren't behind you either, right? The guy with Kiss, because we're behind them as much as they are behind us, right?
I don't have any big brothers. Gene and Paul and the band, anybody that's in the band, pretty much, they're like my big brothers. You know what I mean? So that's the way I look at it.
I always listen to what they said, and in books and on TV and on interviews, and they always mention you could do whatever you want to do in life as long as you put the work in and work hard. And I heard that, like and sex. it left the thing in my it left them imprint in my mind that you got to remember that all the time, in good times and bad. It's
always they always have an uplifting message, and that's what I've always loved about them. So,
well, I want to thank you for speaking with me, and our friendship is forever.
Yeah,
you know
yes,
what I mean?
it will be.
You're a great man. There's a lot of great people here at the Expo. A lot of great people in the Kiss circuit. You just gotta, you have to search them out and find them. You know what I mean? And then once you do, you got a friend for life, man. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And I'll consider you a friend for life as well, buddy.
Rock,
so
buddy.
You rock. New York rocks.
I don't want to break your horns.
Yeah.
I'll break your balls, but I won't break your horns.
I've never heard of my horns being broke.
Look, I was good the whole time, and I had to say I'll break your balls, right? All right, but that's, you could say that these days,
Peace out.
All right, thank you, everybody. Well, we're going to get some more interviews. This has been a great day. It was fun. And these guys from Indianapolis and Bob from Chicago, just a ball of laughs, man. We're having such a great time here. Everybody should come down to the Kiss Expo and participate. Just come down and hang out. You don't even have to do anything. Just participate and have fun. It's about having fun. That's what Kiss is, about having fun. All right. So we'll speak to you in a little while. You're watching New York Rocks. Kenny knows who rocks better than us, and I know, and everybody in the Kiss circuit knows, nobody rocks better than us. We rock the best. Peace out, everybody.